Hi and welcome to another edition of ChinnyVision. This time we're looking at the Great Giana Sisters on the Commodore 64. Great Giana Sisters hit the shops in 1987 briefly and was published by Rainbow Arts. The thing about Giana Sisters is it's more famous for what happened to it, and that it's alleged that Nintendo issued a lawsuit against the game for it being too similar to Super Mario Bros. Now, as far as I can see, actually, the lawsuit was never issued, as far as I know anyway. Nintendo obviously did bring pressure to bear on Rainbow Arts because the game was withdrawn pretty quickly, and I think the ports for the CPC were underway, but I don't think it was ever properly completed. And the same for the Spectrum as well, actually. I don't think, if I'm right, the Spectrum version never hit the shops either. Now, I'm going to get one thing out of the way very quickly here. I'm not a fan of Mario Brothers. I've never liked it ever since I first saw it on the NES. On the SNES and other consoles, I don't get it. I never have. Huge fan of Sonic, Mario Brothers, no. So when I came to play Giana Sisters, I thought I'd probably hate it, but actually it's quite a lot of fun. It's quite nice to be playing this kind of game on the Commodore 64. The hardware is really suited to it. Got some nice scrolling, jumping around on these levels, jumping on top of the baddies. It is Mario Brothers, and if my eyes don't deceive me, the layout of level 1 is actually quite similar from memory, and I haven't played it for years, to Super Mario Brothers, the first one. So that probably upset Nintendo even more. But you get the power-ups. There's some plot line about you being in a dream state and having to collect crystals in order to wake up. Frankly, you don't really care. All you care about is this is Mario Brothers on the Commodore 64 with, I think, quite a lot of improvements. Certainly gameplay-wise. The first level's above ground, and then every second level after that is an underground level where you jump around. And there's various power-ups throughout the game. There's one that lets you walk through fire. There's the others like this that let you destroy blocks, and you've got more jumping ability. And there's also another that lets you launch a projectile. Really, what can I say about it? If you know what Mario Brothers is, then essentially this is it on the Commodore 64. You've even got a kind of turtle shell there that you'd recognise from Mario Brothers. But as I say, I don't like Mario Brothers, but I do like Giana Sisters. It's nice to be able to play this on the Commodore 64. The hardware, as I said, does seem so suited to it. There's some great tunes along the way. It plays well, it flows well. They've clearly thought this through. I mean, it's not just a rip-off. They've looked at Mario Brothers and said, okay, we're going to take this game, we're going to improve it, really. I have played the Amiga version as well. I don't know if that came out at the same time as this, or even if it's a homebrew port, I'd have to check that. But it doesn't play as well as the Commodore 64 version, so I dumped it pretty quickly, to be honest. It's such a shame that the game was withdrawn so quickly. I think it was just a matter of weeks, and that it never got a wider distribution, because actually it's an awful lot of fun. It's a really good game. It lives up to this reputation it has for being one of the best platformers on the system. It's just a shame that it was Giana Sisters that was picked out by Nintendo to be have pressure put on Rainbow Arts. If you think of all the other rip-off games that happened down the years, various Donkey Kong clones and things like that, just a few years before, and Nintendo wasn't batting an eyelid. But you get to Giana Sisters and enough was enough, so that was it really. NES has Mario, the Spectrum has the pathetic Pablo Brothers, but on the Commodore 64, Sisters are doing it for themselves. The Giana Sisters is one of the best games on the Commodore 64. Check it out.